So, first strategy is networking. First off, networking should be two-way. A network isn't just getting to know a bunch of people so you can ask them to help you find a job. A network, it goes two ways. How can I provide value to you? How can I give you things that would be helpful? How can I connect you with information and resources that are useful for you? So we need to ask, what value can you offer to your network? It might be that you have people in your network that would like to learn your language or learn about your culture, and you can certainly be helpful there. It could be that you have you'd like to help them out. One good example, one of our student friends wanted to spend some time with one of our volunteers. Our volunteer invited him to come over and help him clean out his barn. Well, they were able to spend some time together to share an experience, to get to know each other, and that was a great thing, and it helped to build the network. Another thing that you can do is look for volunteer opportunities. In Canada, we have a very strong volunteer culture, and the volunteer culture, we do things to benefit society, to benefit people around us, and we do that for free. The work that my wife and I do with international students, we do as volunteers. This is not our job. We don't get paid for this. We do it because we love students and we love to help them out. Now, there are as many volunteer opportunities available. If you happen to live in London, I can certainly give you lots of places to look there. But volunteer opportunities do a couple of things. One thing, volunteer work looks good on your resume. When you do your resume, you can list volunteer work that you've done. You may not have actual Canadian work experience, but if you have volunteer experience, that counts for something, because the employer knows that, hey, this person cares about more than just getting paid. They're happy to help others out. The other thing that volunteer opportunities do is you work with other people. You get to know other people, and you never know. You might run into somebody and they happen to have a friend, a husband, a wife, a neighbor who tells them, oh, yeah, we're really looking for a person who knows how to do this particular thing. And that person might say, oh, well, I know this young man or young lady. They volunteer at the same places I volunteer, and they're so helpful, and they work hard. They really do good work. Would you be interested in talking to them? And through that, you may find that you have opportunities presented to you. I've actually hired somebody who volunteered at the same place I was volunteering for, and shortly after, a need arose at my workplace where I needed somebody like that. Well, I knew this person because I experienced working alongside them as a volunteer, and that fellow has been working for me now almost 3 years in my day job. So volunteer opportunities are a great thing to do. Next opportunity is to join existing networks. So if you search for business and professional associations in your city, if you're into accounting, look for an association of accountants, or sales and marketing, or IT, or nursing, or whatever it is you do. There's many professional associations. And if you find those associations, send the contact person an email and say, I'm a student, but I was wondering if I could join your association or come to your meetings, because I'd just like to learn more about how this profession or this type of work is done in Canada. And often people will be receptive to that. They're happy to help you out, and they invite you. And you don't go and say, please give me a job, but you say, I want to learn. And as you learn, as you get to know people, that builds your network. And just like with the volunteer opportunities, you may well find that you have jobs coming out of the woodwork for you. There's also sites such as meetup.com that you can join, and there's various meetup groups for all kinds of interests. And so find a meetup group that is aligned with either your work interests or other interests that you have. It's a great way to get to know people. The next item would be to invest in researching useful people to network with. So we all have available to us now tools that were never available when I was your age, because we have so much online. You can learn about people and say, well, hey, I'd like to learn more about this person. And you could even contact that person. And ask if you could have a 15-minute phone call with them, because you would like to learn more about what it is they do. Next item would be to be proactive. So to be proactive means you don't wait for stuff to happen, you make it happen. So you look for ways to connect with a network, because if you sit around in your room waiting for a network to come looking to connect with you, you're probably going to find that it is a long, lonely wait. The next item that you should strongly consider if you're anything in business or professional area especially, but just about any area, is groom your LinkedIn profile. Another interesting thing that I found out from the JobBite report from 2016 is that at that time, 87% of recruiters use LinkedIn to check candidates. And I know that's true. Just the other day, we have a prospective new customer at the company I manage, and I look after the sales and marketing there as well. I used LinkedIn to go and check out the principals so I could understand a little bit more about them. And I'm not unusual. Lots of people do that.